someone who's been here before, welcome to you, thank you for coming back. And then he said, I'm new to this channel. Yeah, okay, sorry about it, just ignore that. Today, I was going to do a charity shop haul for reselling on eBay. I'm just not in the mood. I'm in a chatty mood, but I don't want to talk about eBay today. I'm just not in the mood, so I just thought I'd just do a little chatty video. That's okay with you lot. If you come here to hear me talking about my reselling, I'm afraid I just don't want to do that today. Normally, I love showing everybody all my stuff, my items for sale when I say stuff, but I just can't. I went to do one just, and then I just thought I'm not interested today. I think I have to be in an eBay mood, and today's not that mood. Today's a chatty mood. So I have some good news to tell you. If anybody, like I say, this is just a general chat video about what's been going on and waffle basically. So my first news is, which I'm over the moon of, is in January. I don't know if end of January was literally the end of January. I don't know if any of you remember, if you've watched my videos before. I was coming home from work on a 3-lane dual carriageway, sitting in the traffic in the middle lane, when the guy on the right decided to change lanes and drive into the side of my car, right? And then when he gets out, asks me if I know my highway code. So anyway, yeah, that went well. That was the end of January. So as soon as I got home, I phoned the insurance company, literally as soon as I get home. Now, I've only told one person this. I think I told Liam and somebody else, because, you know, when you do something really stupid, this was one of them moments again. So I'm on the phone to Privilege going, and he drove into me, and I was just staying there stationary, and he was rude to me, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking away to this bloke, telling him the car reg and the time and the location and all this sort of stuff. And the guy's like, have you still got a policy with us? He says, because we can't find your details on the system. And I'm like, yes, of course I have. You know, what are you on about, you prat? So he says, okay, let me put you on hold a minute and I'll just have a look at our records. So as he puts me on hold and all the music is going on and I'm sitting there and I've got all my paperwork in front of me at the box, all my car insurance details and all this sort of stuff, suddenly remembered that I'm not insured with Privilege anymore, because the last time they gave me a quote, they wouldn't go down in price. So I thought, well, sod you lot, I'm going with somebody else. So like I said, as I was on hold, I was looking through the details and seen another insurance company document. And I thought, oh. So I put the phone down. And then literally 10 seconds after I put the phone down, he rung back. So, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bean, I think we got cut off there. I thought we didn't cut off. I put the phone down. He says, it looks like the insurance expired with us, but I can give you the phone number of the company that you are insured with now. So, yeah, that was stupid moment number one. So, eventually, I phoned them up, went through the whole thing again with the insurance company. Okay. Fair play to them. Within the week, I got my car they get looked at in a garage on the Friday, because it was on the Wednesday I think it happened. So on the Friday, told me to go to a garage, get them to look at, and then in the week they phoned me up to say, yeah, we're okay with the quote they give us. You take the car to be done. No, they come and pick the car up from work and we'll arrange a hire car. So basically, the car got fixed in a couple of weeks. The damage to my car was done. Oh, well, yeah, forgot about it as well. The car company, the car hire company, the bloody young lad who dropped the car off was proper trying to rip me up. Well, I think he was trying to rip me up. Bear in mind, I'm already insured to drive anybody's car. When he's showing me all the car, this is this and this is this and blah, blah, blah. And the car stunk as well. It smelled of cigarettes. I told him that afterwards. I says, I'm not a smoker. I said, but he reckons it wasn't cigarettes. But anyway, so when we was in the car with him, when I was in the car with him and he's going through all the deal, he's going, right then, can we talk about the insurance? And I'm like, because when they phone me up, they says I have to pay a £1 deposit. So I get out there with a £1 coin, like, and there's going, no, we need to see your card, like your cash point card thing. But I thought it's a bit odd. What do you need £1 for? You know. So this is where they're crafty, right? So they says they need the card to just prove who I am or something, like to take this £1, but you get it back. But this joker was talking about insurance. He says, oh, we can do it for you now. If you pay this much, this is how much you'll be, how long you'll be insured for. And I looked through him, I'm like, I'm already insured. Why would I be insured again to drive this car? He says, oh yeah, but if you have a crash in this car, that will go on your insurance. And I'm like, yeah. He says, but would you want that? Wouldn't you want it on a different insurance policy rather than this? And I'm like, no. And then he's going on about this, and I'm like, why would I want to pay twice for insurance? I says, I've been driving for over 20 odd years. This is the first bump that I've had, and it wasn't even my fault because it was this moron's fault drove into me. I says, why would I pay you extra for more insurance when I'm already paying insurance? And then afterwards, he's going, okay. And then he's going, wow, we can actually do you a better deal. And I'm like, stuff your better deal when the sun don't shine. Says, I'm not paying. Anyway, so he pissed me off. Blooming con man. You know, one of them where you're like, do I look like I was born yesterday? So that annoyed me. I don't know if other hire companies try that on with people or whether it's just me. I don't know if that's normal. That don't seem normal to me. But if you've ever hired a car, is it called courtesy car, when your car's in for repairs? Only you lot had that, because it didn't seem right to me. And the fact that he wanted to reduce the price when I kept saying no, I'm like, piss off. You know. So anyway, so that annoyed me. So what happened after that? So anyway, that was all done. And then a few weeks later, a friend at work, he was driving. The story will all make sense in a minute, like, you know. And he was basically driving home, and at an island, a big Arctic went to turn left and basically went into him and took his wing mirror off. Now this bloke, I think, was Polish. He wasn't an English driver, so obviously the road must have been confusing for him. So he got his car fixed, got the mirror fixed and everything. And less than a month later, he says to me, oh, did I tell you I got my excess money back? I'm like, no, did you? He says, yeah, they just sent it through the post. So basically, somebody drove into him. It was a foreign company. It was a foreign lorry and everything. And basically, it got sorted within a month. And he got his excess money back, job done. Now this is going on another month or so. So I phoned my insurance company to say, what's going on? Where's my excess money back? Like, you know, and they're going, oh, let me look at the notes. So they put you on hold. Bear in mind, you've had to be on hold for about half an hour just to speak to someone. He says, oh, we didn't send you an accident report form. I'm like, I know you didn't. You know. So they sent me an accident report form to fill in, to just to briefly explain. It was about that big to explain what happened. Now, because I was a bit pissed off at this point, I wrote in big letters. I got my pen in big letters. Go, I was stationary in traffic, and this man drove into me from the right. I mean, I was actually writing it like that because I was so angry. Like, you know, I said, maybe he didn't see me. I don't know, but I was stationary. So I just left it as that, because you only get a bit of space, but I wrote in big letters, like, you know, because I was annoyed at the insurance company, and I was annoyed that I had to phone them. So it sends it off. And then, like, a couple of months, what month are we now? Nearly August. We're nearly in August now. It's the end of July. So a couple of weeks ago again, still nothing. I filled it in, sent it off, still nothing. So I phoned up again to say, what's going on? I've heard nothing from yourself. So I spoke to this really nice old guy. Now, remind me of the story. Now, I've got to, hang on, not remind me. He basically told me a story about some other insurance claim that was a bit of a joke. I'll see if I can remember to tell you that. If I can't remember, I'll add it on to the end, because it was quite, I thought, a funny story, just about a bloke being a prat. So he said, I've got the statement here in front of me from the guy who drove into you. He said he sounds like he's a very, I can't remember the word he used, but basically the bloke's an arsehole. You know, excuse my language. He says, first thing that he said that got me really angry, because it's a blatant lie. He said I was speeding. She was speeding in the middle lane. I was stationary. It was rush hour and it was bumper to bumper. The cars on the left always speed because it's supposed to be left turn only, but what they do is speed up. and when they get closer, jump in. So they always go fast because nobody wants to go left. For some reason, everybody wants to go straight on. Anyway, so that was a lot that got me angry. As soon as he said that, I felt myself getting really wound up. And then, this is where the bloke's a moron, turned round and said, he actually put in writing, he says he's quoting all highway codes here. Says, "Oh, go on, read it out then." So he read it out and basically said, "I was indicating for at least 10 seconds before I manoeuvred to change lane." And I'm like, eh? So we admitted it. And even the guy on the phone, the insurance guy, started laughing. He says he's actually just admitted his own guilt. He says, everybody knows the highway code states if you're indicating to change lane, you do not change lane till it is safe to do so. The fact that you was already in the lane means it wasn't safe. He says, so he's actually admitted his guilt there and then in black and white. And I'm like, well, if he's admitted it like that, why hasn't it been sorted? So he says, I'm going to send another email over to them to say, we want this sorted in 28 days. Your bloke, I forgot the word they used, has actually admitted his guilt. So, okay. So this was about 2-3 weeks ago. So yesterday, that's Friday, I phones up again because I still haven't heard nothing. So I phones up and says to the bloke again, what's going on? I'm waiting. He says, did you fill out your accident report form? I'm like, yes. He says, well, we haven't got that on file. And I'm like, one of them where you're like, are you taking the pee? So he hasn't got it on file. So I started to have a little bit of a rant, if I'm honest. I got really annoyed. He says, my car insurance is up next month and I want this sorted before then. Why should I have this? I says, I was minding my own business, sitting in traffic when this moron drove into me, gets out of his car and starts insulting me verbally, why is this going on for so long? Why am I the only one phoning you lot? Why have none of you lot phoned me? Why am I the one got to do all the running around? And then it goes, well, okay. And I'm like, really? So I started off getting in a rant. And then I realised I'm ranting. Then I end up apologising. Then I got angry again and started ranting. And the guy's like, hang on, let me put you on hold and everything. So he put me on hold several times. And then he comes back. He says, I can tell by your tone of voice. He says, you're actually complaining. He says, and you've got every right to complain, although you haven't actually verbally said you're complaining. Because, well, I suppose I was complaining in my own way. He says, and I spoke to my manager who thinks you should be compensated because you haven't been treated as well as we would like to treat our customers. And I'm like, you think? So he says, would £50 compensation be acceptable? And we're like, yeah. I swear to God, I was not phoning up for compensation. I was just phoning up to see what was going on. So that was about 12ish? That was in the morning. So he says, I'll send you another accident report form to fill in. So at least we've got it in writing because we've got nothing here attached to your records. So I'm like, okay, and I don't know, here we go again. So I'm a little bit miffed off about it and everything. And then about 4 o'clock-ish, about 4-ish, I was on the phone to my sister and I was basically telling her this conversation. Like, I spoke to the insurance company, blah, blah, blah. And as I'm on the phone, I hear a blip go in my phone. And I'm like, oh, just, one of them, that must be just a message. So when I get off the phone, there's a recorded message from the insurance company. Basically saying they've got news on my claim and could I contact them? So, but there was an email as well. So I read the email to see what the email, I'm going to read it out to you. I'm going to have to get my phone to read it out to you and I might put a screenshot and it's good news. Hang on, give us a... I got my phone here with the email on, so I'll read it out. So it's like, good afternoon, Mrs. Bean. Oh, hang on, I've just made it go small. We're writing with reference to your motor incident and we confirm that the third-party insurance have accepted liability on a without prejudice basis. The reason for this is that after reviewing their insurer's statement, it clearly shows that indication to move lanes and therefore had a greater duty of care as your vehicle was correctly proceeding and will confirm to their insurers shortly. Details of the financial losses will be sent over them to reimbursement, which is brilliant for me. Oh God, look at me here. What's going on here? So I don't know how long it's going to take for all this to get sorted, but this guy, like I say, I could just imagine his face when he hears from the insurance company when they tell him you're in the wrong, because he's clearly someone who doesn't think he's in the wrong. Which, like I say, I'll go on to the story that the insurance guy told me, which I thought was quite funny. Basically, he says one day we had a phone call from a garage saying one of our insurers had damaged a pump, petrol station. So he says, well, we contacted our insurer and says the garage has claimed that you broke their pump. He said, no. He says, when I pulled up there, it was broke. So I took it into him. So he says, okay. So I went back to the garage, told them this, and they sent us CCTV footage. And on the CCTV, you basically see the guy pull up at a petrol station, fill his car up with petrol, obviously must have forgot it's still in the hole, drove off, pulled it, stretched it, broke it, and then took it in there. So he says, obviously, the evidence was 100% proof that he did it. So he says, when I phoned up the insurer again and told him, I'm actually looking at video evidence, the bloke went, no, I didn't do it. He says, but I'm looking at the evidence now. And he's like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. And basically, he just denied it. Even though the evidence was literally there in front of him, the guy wouldn't have it. So it just goes to show with some people, doesn't it? Even when the proof is 100% against them, they're just not going to admit it, which is bizarre. Why would you cause that? But then he did say it was his wife's car and under his wife's insurance, so whether he was going to get a telling off his wife, maybe that might have had a lot to do with it. Maybe she's like, you prat, and he's like, no, it wasn't me. And even though the evidence is there, I suppose the more he kept denying it, I don't know, he's really, I tried to curl my hair. It was all right at one point, and then it just went a bit pear-shaped because I did get it caught quite a few times, so we won't talk about the hair again today. So basically, it's just people in it. People are just like... So if you watched last week's little chats, I told you we went to Ikea. We got the wrong doors. We took them back, got us changed, got the right doors, and as we was walking around, we seen a cabinet on a wall that we thought, oh, that's really nice. So the doors were more expensive than the cabinet that went on the wall. So we said to the lady, he's at the right, which doors do we need for that cabinet? And he's, even though they're on the wall, are they okay to be fitted to the wall and all that? And she just went, yeah, that's fine, so off we trot. And then basically, when we get home, there's no fittings to fit it to the wall. And and you're like, oh, come on, why? We've got to go back to Ikea again. So we goes back to Ikea, went to the customer services, says either the woman showed us the wrong cabinet or there's bits missing. And she's basically told us that cabinet can be fitted on the wall, but you do have to buy a separate bracket, £5 each for that particular one, which is annoying because the woman never told us we need an extra bracket. So we went to Ikea again and got an extra bracket, 2 extra brackets, which if you go to Ikea, I wouldn't recommend going on a Sunday morning because it was rammed. It was heaving. I've never seen Ikea so busy. We normally go on a Friday morning or something like that, but it was rammed. But what I wanted to say was, I was talking about foods. I'm trying these different foods like rye bread and soya milk. Do they even call it soya milk? Tried a different brand. I've tried the Asda's own brand soy milk. That's not too bad. Couldn't find rye bread anywhere, so I've tried the wheat and rye bread, which I can't tell the difference between that and normal wholemeal bread, so I'll stick to that. So basically, that was recommended to me by the lady who does my Botox, who lives around the corner. Now I'm wondering, I can see my lines there and there still because although I do have Botox, but I only have it on my crow's feet. Because I still want to look my age sort of thing. Well, not my age, you know what I mean. I still want to have some movement in my face. So I know, well, it costs a bit more anyway, so that's another reason why. I know I could have that and all that done, but I just want to look, normal's not really the right word, I don't know, but I want to keep having Botox, but I don't want to make it look obvious that I've had Botox, so you can still actually see a little bit of my crow's feet, which I'm quite happy with. They're not as deep as it was before. So So yeah, so she recommended this rye bread and that because some client that she'd had before is on rye bread and soy milk, and she's lost loads of weight, so that's the plan. And like I said, apparently it helps your boobs grow. You never know, we can give it a go. So yeah, so that was what, yeah, that's what was I talking about then? I was talking about having a breakfast. That's what I wanted to say. I had breakfast in Ikea and it wasn't very nice at all. They used to be able to do scrambled egg. Now they do like a tiny omelette, they called it. And then they didn't have no sausages, which is weird because we were there first thing. So I had extra bacon. So I thought I'll try the mushrooms. Vile, greasy. I think they dipped them in fat there. I couldn't touch them. Basically, I used to hate mushrooms. When I was younger, I could not stand the sight of mushrooms. Like they used to make me gag just seeing them. But a few years ago, a friend invited me round for breakfast, and it was fry-up breakfast, like proper. And she was doing mushrooms, and I just didn't have the heart to tell her I didn't like mushrooms. So I thought, I've got to eat them. And I ate them, and you know, when you're like, these are quite nice actually. Weird texture, like eating rubber, but quite tasty. So that's, you know what I mean? Isn't it weird how your taste changes as you get older? Which, it's like carrots. I have a story about carrots when we were growing up. Not so keen on them now. I take them or leave them. But when I was younger, I used to really like carrots. Well, I like any food, to be fair. And I love Sunday dinners. But when we were growing up, our mum was always cooking. She's not like in this house. It's like everything's microwaved. If it can't get put in the microwave, then we leave it. But Mum always did us proper dinners, and Sunday it was always Sunday dinners, proper Sunday dinners. And in our house, if we had visitors, if they were there when it was dinner time, they were getting fed as well. And at the time, my brother was seeing this girl, and she was quite a shy girl, and she didn't eat that much. I think maybe because we were all around, like she felt uncomfortable. Because I know some people, not like me, you know, some people are uncomfortable eating around other people, aren't they? But she always used to stop for dinner, but she didn't eat that much. And then one day, it was a Sunday, and Mum called us all down. Bear in mind, there's 4 of us kids. I got 2 brothers and a sister. And then there was my brother's, obviously, partner, and my mum and me. So there's quite a few plates on the breakfast bar. So when Mum calls us, scrubs up, we're all run down the stairs or wherever we are because we're like little piggies. So, you know. So I look at her, and but she's like, I'm like, which one's mine? Everyone's like, that's yours, that's yours, that's yours. And I'm like, looking, where's mine? She went, that's yours. I looks at me plate. And I'm like looking at everybody else's. And I'm like, I spotted straight away. There was no carrots on my plate. So I'm like, you know what, what's going on here? So I said to my mum, where's my carrots? She went, we've run out. I've run out of carrots. And I'm thinking, so you run out of carrots, but everybody else had carrots except me. She went, I've just run out of carrots, just eat your dinner. And I looked at my brother's partner's plate, the girl who never ate much, because she just, I don't think she had an eating disorder. I'm not suggesting anything like that at all. She just didn't eat as much as me, like, you know, which isn't hard. And she had carrots on her plate. So I looked at her plate and I looked at my mum and I'm like fuming. I was about, I don't know, 15, 16. I was not happy. And I'm like, so I've got no carrots on my plate. She's got carrots on her plate and she doesn't even eat. So she hardly eats anything. And I bet she don't even eat them bloody carrots. Of course, my mum was not happy at all. I suppose you wouldn't be happy really when you spent all morning peeling stuff, preparing stuff, cooking stuff, and then you got an ungrateful little brat like me having a whinge over some carrots. And I can't remember what she did, whether she just gave me some of her carrots in the end, but I always remember that and cringe, how I played my face up and threw me rattle out the pram because I didn't get no carrots. It was really childish, but you know, one of them where, can you hear that grunting? That's my dog Frank. You right, Frank? You coming in? No, he's just grunting. That, did you hear a grunt then? That was right. I'll see if I can get him to come on in a bit, but I think he's just been nosy. So yeah, so I had a little tantrum over carrots because I'm really funny with my food. I love food. You know, I'm not a picky eater. I'll eat any crap. Excuse me, sorry, I'll eat anything. And I'll tell you what I don't like. You know, when you're enjoying your food and somebody wants to talk to you. Because it's so, I like to enjoy my food and I don't mind talking and eating. But you know, when somebody else isn't eating, say somebody's standing there and they're talking to you, I have to put my food down because I'm like, unless they're eating as well, I feel uncomfortable eating. So yes, it's very, I don't even know why I told you that story. It just, what's my phone binging for? I really hope that's not an eBay message. I don't know, what was that then? Somebody commented on one of my pictures. I don't even know, you know, one of them things that make you laugh when you think of food. Like I say, when I was talking about my other stories, it's like something that came to mind the other day that made, where you think of differences of children now and when we were kids. Our mums used to send us down the road with a little handwritten note saying, can you serve Donna 10 Park Drive, please? Which was cigarettes, like, you know. And that was normal then when we grew up, wasn't it? And nowadays, you get done, wouldn't you? Nowadays, you can't do anything without the, what do you call them, politically correct people. I don't know what they are. But when we grew up, that was just complete. It's like when you used to drive with no seatbelts, wasn't it? That was just normal. That you'd have about 5 people in the back of your car, no seatbelts, and that was just normal. But nowadays, obviously, I understand why, health and safety. And nowadays, I can understand why you wouldn't let your serve your kids cigarettes and everything. Like, but when we grew up, it was just normal. Everything was just, nobody thought nothing of it because you didn't have the internet for information. I'll tell you something else. I don't mean to be crude with this, but when my mum used to send me down the road with a note, can you serve Donna some STs? Because I was only a kid then. And I didn't know what STs were. No, I don't know if you knew what they were. I obviously didn't know what they were until I grew up. STs is short for sanitary towels. Now, when we grew up as teenagers and we're younger, it wasn't talked about as much as it is now, is it? I mean, now I think you can even get apps to tell you when you're due on, basically. I mean, in our days, or even now, the days that you know you're due on is when you're starving, you feel like you haven't ate for weeks, you get a stomach ache, and everybody irritates you. That's normally a good sign, isn't it? But now you can get apps. So if anybody wants a nap, apparently they've got apps for all this sort of stuff. But like I say, when we grew up, it was totally different. It was another world, wasn't it? It's like, again, dogs. You never see loose dogs on the street now, do you? When we grew up, the neighbourhood dog who lived at the corner used to follow you everywhere around the streets and everything because dogs were just allowed out to be loose, wasn't they? And nowadays, I think you actually get done, don't you, if you see a dog out loose? Yeah, I think you can get done for it. But when we grew up, I remember Champ. It used to be a dog that lived down the road from us in the corner house. They used to let the dog out, which was normal, and he used to follow us everywhere. We would take him up the woods and all sorts on our bikes. He just used to follow us. That was totally normal. And yet, nowadays, you don't really see many kids out. Do you? I don't. Not many kids out at all now, really. You see the odd couple of gangs of kids walking past or riding past on the bikes, but it is another world, isn't it? It makes me wonder what it's going to be like for our grandkids. I wish I could see into the future and come back. It'd be great, wouldn't it? I think if I had a superpower, I think if I had a superpower, that's what my superpower would be. Being able to go into the future, obviously not change anything, just like a ghost, just watch from afar, not be as me, because it'd look a bit weird. I'd probably stick out like a sore thumb, but just be able to go and see. Mind you, that might be a bit scary, mightn't it? Imagine if it's something really bad, the future's bad, but hopefully it won't be. And I'd like to go back as well. I'd like to go back to see stuff, because really, we've got it proper cushy, haven't we? We've got such a cushy lifestyle compared to what our parents had and our grandparents had. I mean, it must have been hard for our parents, because I'm sure when we grew up, they didn't even have disposable nappies, did they? I bet they probably had to have them I'm sure they had terry towel. We had terry toweling nappies. That's nice. Imagine that job. Cleaning terry. In fact, I think that's made a comeback now, isn't it? I'm almost sure I've seen something online about reusable nappies coming back in now. But I just wouldn't fancy the job of cleaning them. It's not a nice, pleasant job, but I suppose it's the environment. Maybe you put, I suppose you put a liner in first. You probably put liners in first, and you put a liner in, then the nappy. And I don't know whether you need them plastic pants on top. I don't know. I don't know if any of you lot have got any kids or grandkids. Do they use throwaway nappies? I mean, I remember when my son was little, it was a nightmare when he was first born, because every single nappy we tried with him on the night time, he weed straight through. Doesn't matter what brand it was. So for the first couple of months was a nightmare. Put him to bed, and every night he'd get up twice, and it was literally, we'd have to put, did we put pads down? I can't remember, but basically we'd end up changing sheets in the middle of the night, because no matter what nappy we tried, it just went straight through. I'm like, you know, I assume they're better now. I mean, that's like 17 years ago, so things have moved on since then, ain't they? For the better. I'm trying to think what other changes there are. It's like libraries, isn't it? When you think of libraries now, kids don't even need a library, do they? Because they've got the internet. They wouldn't even understand a library, how we used to use them, would they? When people used to tell us stuff, we either only had their word for it, or we'd have to go in the library and have a look. Although then again, you look on the internet sometimes and you see that much information, you don't know what's right there. But yeah, they never have that thing where they'd have to believe someone, would they? Like, because nowadays when somebody tells me something and I'm not sure they're telling me the truth, I'm straight on Googling it. What was I on there the other day Googling? About the rye bread, when does the rye bread make your boobs grow? There was something else I was looking at as well. I can't remember. I was Googling something to see if it was true. Oh, I know what it was. That bloody letter off that insurance thing about, what did it say? Let me see if I can find it again. I didn't know. Without prejudice. I thought, what does that mean, without prejudice? I think it means something about it wouldn't stand in court or something like that. Because I'm like, why don't people just use the right words? Like, there's a lot of words I find, like, I don't understand what people use them, like procrastinating. That's another word I'm a bit, what's that mean? It means dossing. It means you're killing time to doing other stuff than the stuff that you should be doing. So yeah, so this is a bit of a rambly video again. Please let me know if you like these type of videos. If you do, give me a thumbs up. But if you want to leave a comment, if there's anything I've said that you agree with or not agree with, or anything really, I do read the comments, and I do enjoy reading the comments and responding to them. So thank you to everyone who does comment on them. I said this is a new thing for me, chatting, because I could chat all day. I mean, somebody said I do not rant a bit, I do go on a bit, and I'm like, oh no, yeah. It has been mentioned before. So yeah, so if you do like this video or this type of video, could you let me know? If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, that'd be brilliant. If you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe, or you're thinking about it, don't think about it, just do it. Just press that button, you know you want to. And press the bell button, because whenever I do another video, I think my next video might be an eBay haul video. But at the moment, I'm just not in an eBay mood, because I had a very expensive return come back from America that cost me £30 to get back from the sorting office because of VAT and something like that. So that put me in a bit of a non-eBay mood. So thank you all for watching. Whatever you're doing, it's Sunday now, so whatever you're doing in the week, have a good week. And I hope the weather's nice and not as hot as it was last week, because last week it wasn't very pleasant. I wasn't enjoying last week. I know we moan when it's raining and we moan when it's hot, but when you can't breathe, I think we have a right to moan. Thank you all for watching. Take care, everyone. Thumbs up to, no, I can't say old people, old subscribers. Two thumbs up to, what was the word I was supposed to use? Not to the people who've been here a while subscribing. Thumbs up to you. I can't think of the word to use, but I know it's not old. And thumbs up to the new subscribers. And if you stay with me long time subscriber, you get 2 thumbs up. So take care everyone. Bye.